let's get into it. You know, my brothers, my mother and I, we grew up in Akron in the low-income housing. We didn't have much. We didn't have material things that we enjoy today, but we worked with what we had.
All right.
So during one of the short periods of time in which we could actually afford cable TV, one of the more iconic shows I would watch was Captain Planet and the Planeteers, if anyone remembers that on the show. The long series short, Captain Planet and the Planeteers was mainly about promoting and encouraging people to make the right choices to help the environment and the society as a whole. However, that's not important. What's important is what Captain Planet would say at the end of every episode, which is the power is yours.
Yes, sir.
Now, at the time, I didn't know what he meant. I was young. I didn't know. I said, what does that mean? I don't have any power. I don't have any power in my situation. I can't change the situation, man. I can't exercise any power. Now, while it didn't register with me then, later on it would become one of the most meaningful set of words I'd ever heard, because what Captain Planet was actually reminding us of is that each and every single one of us has the everlasting power of choice.
That's right. Amen.
Y'all don't quite know what I mean, so let me illustrate with my own example.
All right.
You see, growing up, my father was what I could best describe as a part-time worker who was bad at his job. That means he wasn't there all the time, and when he was, it was probably better off if he wasn't. You see, he made the life that was already difficult about 10 times harder. You see, my father for many years was physically, emotionally, and verbally abusive and a controlling tyrant. You see, but he was very intelligent and very smart man, I'll give him that among other things. And he knew very well the power of choice. You see, which is why I precisely believe he tried to control and confiscate our choice for so many years. You see, he made the choice to treat my beautiful queen of the mother the exact opposite of the queen of the kingdom. To abuse my brothers and I into submission. He made the choice to make me feel as if I was nothing, as if I was worthless, as if the only good that I could amount to do in this life was the good in which he chose and set out for me to do. Unfortunately, my father wasn't intelligent enough that you can never take away someone's power of choice. That choice is an everlasting power given to each and every single one of us from God. You see, let me tell you something important. While we are the sons and daughters of our fathers and mothers, we are not their choices. We are to be the very essence of the best of them put together, but we are not their choices. So that's why I chose to take my life back. I made the choice to stand up against my father's abusive tyranny with every physical blow I took, with every verbal blow I took, with every emotional blow I took. I stood strong and to say the choice is mine and not yours. I made the choice when my father's time in my life came to an end, and the last words he said to me is that I would be nothing without him. I made the choice to instead realize that I could become anything that I chose to be, and no man could tell me otherwise. I made the choice, despite what any statistic, any behavioral scientist would have grouped me into based off the situation that I came from, to become an outlier, an X factor, an unknown variable, so that scientists could redo the experiment and come up with a solution in a statistic just for me. I made the choice. I made the choice to rise through all adversity and stand before you today, a great man of diversity. I made the choice to deem myself a king so that I could treat the people who would follow me with respect and service that they deserve, and the woman that I would be with as a queen, as she deserves to be treated like my father. You see, but it isn't just about me. No, let me switch gears here. You see, my fellow young people, we must take the crown, because no one will crown us. We must become the kings and queens that we were destined to be. You see, they've chosen to call our generation lost, so we must make the choice to make ourselves found and known. We must make the choice when they look us in the eye and tell us that we can't. We must stare straight into theirs and tell them that the only thing we can't do is that which we choose not to do. The only thing impossible for us is what So for someone to think that there's something not possible for us to do, you didn't get that. The only thing impossible for us is for someone to think there is something not possible for us to choose to do. We must make the choice to become the leaders of society that currently have so few and lead it into a new era of prosperity. We must make the choice to succeed where all those before us have failed and turn our dreams into reality, because failure for our generation is not an option. We must succeed because it either ends with us or continues with us. You don't get that. It either ends with us or continues with us. See, let me tell you something. The job is not ours alone. It's not ours alone. You see, my older friends here, my more seasoned friends, the task is still at hand for you as well. You see, until you're buried in the ground 6 feet under and your spirit's moved on to a better place, you have a duty, an obligation to continue to carry on the cause. So it would be in your best interest not to look down upon us or to work against us, because it is only if you work with us and join us hand in hand in unison that with divine unity we can advance together as a people to a greater place in society. You see, we must together make the choice to realize that the struggle is only as real and relevant as we continuously choose to allow it to be, and that the only real struggle is the struggle in which we face to see that we actually have choice in our situation. Together, we must make the choice to realize that we must seek and obtain the best, knowing that we deserve no less. We must make the choice to keep on keeping on so that we may move along further towards our goals. Hey. We must make the choice to push onward despite all past hardships and present struggles, and look ahead and move to and reach to an ideal and more pleasant future. We must make the choice to leave the dark past behind and look towards ahead to that bright future. And today we must stand together and recite the very powerful words that my mother used to say to me every morning. Today is a wonderful day and a brand new beginning because I choose to make it so. Today is a wonderful day and a brand new beginning because I choose to make it so. Say it with me. Today is a wonderful day and a brand new beginning because I choose to make it so. One more time. Today is a wonderful day and a brand new beginning because I choose to make it so. So now what? Who will you choose to be? What will you choose to become?
All right.
What will you choose to do?
All right, all right.
If you don't take anything from what I said today and didn't take anything that meant nothing to you, let these last words I have from you be etched upon your heart, please. The choice is yours. The choice is always yours. The choice is always and forevermore yours. Thank you.